Jeremy Clarkson, 62, has been hit with plenty of criticism in the last few months after his controversial remarks directed at Meghan Markle, leaving the Clarksons' farm star to issue an apology. Appearing alongside his co-star, Caleb Cooper, Jeremy seemed to touch on the result of the backlash, as he spoke on the Performance People podcast about the new series of Clarkson's farm. Jeremy spoke to Georgie and Ben Ainsley at Italy Squat Farm, with the former Top Gear host making an admission about his opinions on ambition. He branded personal targets as the most stupid thing ever, admitting he has never had an ambition in his life. The Grand Tour host also claimed that he only did the Prime Video farm show because he was contractually obliged to do it. Explaining his take further, if you have an ambition, you either achieve that goal, in which case, so what, then what are you going to do? Or you don't, in which case, life's going to be full of disappointment. Caleb hit back, well, you set another goal. The Grand Tour star added, motivation comes from, I would like to make it profitable. It's not really an ambition. It's editorially interesting. This comes as Jeremy used the podcast to also hint at a huge consequence from the Meghan drama as he seemingly shared news about his uncertain future hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He detailed, I've got 10 jobs now. I've got the brewery, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Grand Tour, 3 newspaper columns a week, farm show. Jeremy then tried to remember if he had mentioned the ITV gaming show in his list of 10 jobs, hinting at his undecided future on the show. He remarked, have I said Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Probably not. Anyway, the star trailed off. Express.co.uk has contacted ITV for comment. Jeremy has been trying to rebuild his career in recent months after coming under serious criticism for his comments about the Duchess of Sussex in a column for The Sun, which has since been deleted. He said he disliked the Duchess of Sussex on a cellular level as he alluded to a famous scene from Game of Thrones, claiming he wanted Meghan to be made to parade naked through the streets while crowds threw lumps of excrement at her. The newspaper and Jeremy both released apologies for the piece, with Ipso also announcing an investigation into the case after a record-breaking number of complaints. Later, Jeremy admitted his language had been disgraceful and he was profoundly sorry. The former Top Gear host's statement read, one of the strange things I've noticed in recent times is that whenever an MP or a well-known person is asked to apologize for something, no matter how heartfelt or profound that apology may be, it's never enough for the people who called for it in the first place. So I'm going to try and buck the trend this morning with an apology for the things I said in a Sun column recently about Meghan Markle. I really am sorry. All the way from the balls of my feet to the follicles on my head. This is me putting my hands up. It's a mea culpa with bells on. Usually, I read what I've written to someone else before filing, but I was home alone on that fateful day, and in a hurry. So when I'd finished, I just pressed send. And then, when the column appeared the next day, the landmine exploded. Prince Harry has since responded to the comments made against his wife, as well as discussing Jeremy taking accountability for his actions.